just gonna do like top veins, top arteries, and then bottom veins and arteries. So let me this okay. So here you got the heart. The pericardium was removed. Basically, it's just like this almost like thin membrane that covers the heart. But you know, that was cut away, so that's fine. And this really big vessel coming out is the superior vena cava, right? This one's super obvious. And I think you may have to like, on yours, okay, so this one got cut on purpose. Don't worry about this one, right? This thingy, don't worry about it. But the superior vena cava might be covered up by this like weird stuff that looks like congealed blood. It's not, it's actually the thymus gland, but you don't have to know it. So if there's like a whole bunch of stuff like surrounding the vena cava right here, you can kind of just carefully, you know, kind of take it away. So anyway, superior vena cava. Now that weird, I think this is it right here. So see this really small one coming off here? Actually, it's not that small, but it's not like paired, right? Does everybody see that one? Okay, that one's the azygous vein. So if you look up there, see AV, azygous vein. Okay, so that's that random one that like isn't paired. That's the one that drains the spine. Okay, go up the superior vena cava. This one that was cut just drains like kind of this area here. Don't worry about it, you don't need to know it, right? So then you get this first split, and that's where you get the split of the brachiocephalic arteries, right? So you got left and right. Okay, so we'll just focus on the right side here because they're paired, so it's going to be the same on either side. So you go up a little bit, then you got another branch, and basically you've got the jugular, right, going up here. This is the one that a lot of people are familiar with, right? Jugular going up towards the neck. And then you've got the subclavian, which is this one. Okay, going over to, like, this is kind of where the clavicle would be, right? This is the subclavian. And then you don't have to worry about that axillary. Yeah, I think it was the other arm. There we go. Okay, so now just going over to the other side here. See that blue? Yeah. You don't really have to go any deeper than that. That's the brachial. It's not on the diagram, but like it's in the arm. So yeah, that's actually all of the upper veins. Now the arteries are underneath. They're a little tougher to see. You can, this is where you want to be a little careful, right? But see this like gigantic artery that's like curved, right? That's the aorta, and that's the aortic arch. You see that? Yeah, so it's huge. This random one that goes off and is, you know, like smaller than this one. So the random one that goes off, that is the left subclavian artery, right? And so this is where the arteries get a little weird because the left subclavian goes off on its own. And then the one that goes up is that brachiocephalic artery. Okay, this big one, brachiocephalic. And then you gotta do a little fancy footwork here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so if you kind of push the veins aside a little bit, see how there's like this almost like, you know.
That's the trunk?
No. So that is what the trunk looks like. But this is where you have the left carotid artery, Okay. Then this is the right carotid. Right, so you can see brachiocephalic, and then it splits off into three basically. So left carotid, right carotid, and then right subclavian. And then again, if you were to continue, I don't think that's, well, whatever. If you were to continue this way, there is an artery in the arm, and that is the brachial artery. Okay, so just remember, when you're looking at the arteries on the upper part, you've got the really big aortic arch / aorta, call it whatever you want. The one that's small and goes off on its own, that's the subclavian. Specifically, that's the left subclavian. Then you have that brachiocephalic, and you get the left carotid, right carotid, and then right subclavian. Is everybody pretty much good with that?
So the left subclavian is down here while the right is up here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the left subclavian is this one, coming off on its own from the aorta. Okay, so that's all of the upper vessels. Now let's